After spending more than a week or around 1 week here in China in the eastern province of Jiangsu, in different cities, visiting different places, what stood out to you the most during the period?
Yeah, I'd say two things stood out for me the most. One, how just welcoming and loving I found the Chinese people to be. Even from like day one when we arrived at the airport, everyone was there waiting for us with a smile on their face. Everything was great. And then also say, yeah, just how I feel like convenient everything was. We'd get on the bus, everything would be ready. We'd hit the ground running in the museums. Everything was set up. So and yeah, like the payment systems and even like we went to a food court and the food was like just in the court and you could get your dumplings or you can go make your hot pot and get all your frozen goods and then give it to them to cook. And that's just something like you couldn't do in the US. So I thought that it was just so cool how people were leaving their scooters and their bikes out all over unlocked. It was just a very convenient place to be.
It's early in the morning. I haven't had my breakfast. You mentioned delicious food like dumplings, hot pot.
Yeah.
Those are all my favorite, even as
Yeah.
Chinese. And you also mentioned the payment added you on WeChat. You
Yeah.
are using WeChat. Um, then can you tell me how convenient do you think life here in China is in terms maybe of payment and maybe public transport? I don't know whether you guys
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
taken subway or hailed a taxi.
I found the WeChat and the DD of it all to be really convenient. I think I don't know, this is the 21st century, just being able to kind of scan and keep going, I thought was really cool. And when you get someone's WeChat, it's like you're all interconnected. I thought that was really awesome. And even yeah, the subway. I even on my free time I went down to a subway terminal, was just looking around and how cool it was. But yeah, I just think it was so convenient. Everyone rides the electric scooters everywhere, little mopeds. I think that was awesome because the car is so big and little scooters I think are just so awesome and neat. So yeah, I think everything there was really convenient, really easy to get by. Like after the programming was over for the day and we wanted to go explore the city. In addition, we had one morning. Um, we woke up at about maybe 5 a.m. to go to the Sun Yat-sen Memorial in Nanjing at the national park. So we took some DDs over to the park to try and get in, nice and cool in the morning. We saw people doing Tai Chi. And then on the way back, we hailed our leader, Frank. He had like a group of like 9 of the little scooter riders. So we all got on the back and rode back with them with the wind in my hair. It was great. It was great.
Visits to high-tech and innovation centers. What impressed you the most at these high-tech centers?
We went to one of the scooter factories, and we got to see the scooter be made from almost start to finish. It takes like 23 minutes, which is just crazy. And like you could just walk alongside the assembly line and just see like this hunk of metal get turned into like this whole scooter. And then we got to see them test it and drive it off the lot and see all the different models. Then we went to the store. We saw all the different models and all the batteries, and we got to get on them and pretend to ride them. So yeah, I just thought it was so cool because I think those scooters are the future of our cities, and it was very very cool to get them, seeing them actually be built and right in front of our eyes. So
Then what would you say is your favorite among these high technologies? What is your biggest interest among these
yeah,
high technologies?
I'd probably say in one of the museums there was like almost an exhibit dedicated to like the aerodynamics of the bullet train and how it's sometimes it's shaped by both aerodynamics and fluid dynamics, but also like nature and how when a bird's beak is shaped and it's designed to like dive, it's kind of designed to like cut into the air, and how like China was incorporating all of that into building the most efficient and fast and reliable bullet trains, just to move people around. That's our future. So
And you mentioned this is your first time coming to China. And
Mhm.
before coming to China, what was China like to you?
Yeah, a great question. I think as just an American, my vision of China was very surface level, right? I'd seen all the cute pandas, and I had seen I had seen the pictures of the Great Wall, and again, not to mention pandas again, but I watched Kung Fu Panda, and I was like, oh, this is so cool, and yeah, and I read about some of the train stuff, but I hadn't really like been there. I didn't know what it was like just wandering around. Like, what does a normal person do? They wake up, they walk around their city, they get food. What type of food are they eating? What do the street signs look like? So I think, yeah, I just there were so many questions I had, just on a micro level about China, and I think a lot of those were answered just over the a wonderful 7 days, getting to explore and wander and just really be immersed in the culture.
And I guess this is what an immersion project is all about.
Hmm.
You got
Yeah.
you got to experience all the stuff, in an immersive mode. And then
Hmm.
welcome to China again in the future
Thank
to
you.
see the real pandas. And then what would you say could be the major change in your perception of China after this visit?
I think I'm just, I think I'm just come away more willing just to have more of an open dialogue. Um, I think, yeah, I think a lot of times we kind of group ourselves into where we're from, what people we like, what people we associate with. But I think we just have to have more open mind and just reaching out person to person, because I loved all the Chinese people I met, the Nanjing Normal University students that were with us the whole time, the DKU students, and they're my friends, and just getting to build that relationship with them and understand, at the end of the day, we sleep under the same stars, and we drink the same water. I think was really eye opening.